Hello and welcome to ZSR 3, where we have another OoTR Season 5 tournament matchup between Mr. Mario and Flouflouche. We've got Star and Lee Harold on commentary.
Hi everyone! How are you doing, Lee?
I'm doing pretty well. The matchup's actually pretty tight since they're both really exceptional racers. Mr. Mario getting a much faster best time, where Flouflouche has a faster average time. It's going to be a really tight race between the two.
Yep. Should be interesting. They've had... This is their first direct one-on-one, so they've raced in the same race 12 times total, and Mario has a slight edge there, winning 7 races to Flouflouche's 5. Beating Flouflouche in 7 races to... should be interesting. And a close matchup. Let's see. Mario took out Word, Barrel, and Daredevil next in the first 2 rounds. Flouflouche, Skyward, and Tom Poos. Let's see if Mario continues this trend of beating francophones. 14th seed and 3rd seed should be fun.
Oh yeah.
And apparently, good to from chat, they have raced a lot. They have raced in exactly 317 each.
Yep.
That's actually kind of impressive, but that 8 is that many, and B, they have the same number at at the same high number.
And I think this is just standard, right?
I think this should be just standard, yeah, because they both race a ton of RSL.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Mario been in multiple previous top tournaments. Flouflouche first time turning up on the standard side of things, I believe, though we've definitely seen him around the random settings league side, so it should be fun.
And it's a pretty good start so far, well, at least for one song, with Serenade.
Yeah. Serenade start with the Ruby is a little less fun, so we'll see how this goes.
To be fair, at least with Serenade, they won't have to do as much hiking to the south.
Depending on their spawns.
That's true.
You say that and watch them spawn in Lake Lamp.
Yes, there's always that possibility. But it could also be CAC.
So we have a little bit of time. What kind of race are you looking forward to here?
Maybe something that's not AD for storms. Or
yeah,
bait for it. Something a little more interesting and unique. Like, AD for Saria's song. It's been a while since we've had one of those.
Quite possibly. I mean, I think Season 5 and the Challenge Cup as well have had a tendency to give a lot of AD seats and a lot of Skull seats, oftentimes both, so let's see if that trend continues here.
Yep. So I
recognize Mario's menu music, because I'm not sure on this one.
Oh, let me just turn on the audio. I don't...
Tapers, please. Okay, thanks.
That makes sense. Thanks, Winnie.
Not the game I recognize, so glad you were able to enlighten us. Oh, hi! Okay.
That's a start! Free mask! Well, about that song.
Yeah. I guess we're spawning in the mask shop. Hint time. Ranch to Goma. Air to Dodongo.
50 to the bow.
There's a bow on 50, and Composer Grave has a... Was that a Goron tunic or a Zora tunic?
It was a Goron tunic.
Lovely! Okay, those are some really interesting and really wonky early hints.
Graveyard to King Dodongo. This is gonna be interesting. Will this be a bomb bag?
Likely a bomb bag, but there's also several other checks in there. The 50 Skulls bow is usually not required until it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ranch to Goma could just be Kokiri Sword, but it could also get more convoluted. We'll see.
Oh, it's Mark's theme from Kirby. That's
nice.
Actually pretty fitting for this theme, for Kakariko.
And by the way, chat, yes, I am the race monitor, as well as the commentator, not the race streamer, thankfully. VXR is handling that side of things. Which reminds me, let's do some shoutouts to our runners, Mario and Flouflouche, to my co-com Lee, to our trackers, Jenny Bees and Artificial Red, and to our race streamer VXR, as well as merci beaucoup.
Oh my goodness, a big chest!
Ooh, and merci beaucoup, Necro et Ryukan pour la recent française, as we get a pair of hover boots and a hint that Lapdive is dead.
Oh, that's okay. Well, at least we have a new shiny pair of boots from Hermes himself. That's a wallet. Oh my god. Well, this is still Kakariko, so it could be Path to Volvagia. Ooh, that's a free song. And maybe a free Goron tunic?
Possibly.
Yes. Rush Ice, we're just missing a bottle now. What does the cow have for us today? We must know. Oh! Nice!
Oh, hey, letters! Sure!
The cow had the lemon candy all along. Bottle delivery girl. Yes. But unfortunately, she just delivered $5. Mr. Mario not even bothering to open up the chest in the shield grave. Oh god! Dompe, please. It doesn't matter how experienced you are, Dompe will always still be a troll. Yeah, it's very true.
And, hey, Hell Knight / no one else known as the Silver Gauntlets, fairly first time typing here. Chilling out, coming from the Challenge Cup group brackets stream, and now we're for more fun.
Another big chest. There it
that's
is!
A bomb bag. Yeah, thanks for the hint game. Thanks.
Can we get wowies in chat?
Really needed to know that,
And they're both going to be picking up
this
this
Kikidanga for that bomb bag. Brilliant.
It's a free one out of the way.
Did anyone catch what the graveyard crate is, by the way? Because I missed it.
I don't exactly remember. I think it was maybe a junk item.
Okay, chat says that. Okay, heart container, thank you. Yeah, as a good note from chat, unfortunately, because we got a hint for DC, we're not going to get a hint for one of our other medallions that would have been a bit more useful, because there's only 5 paths and 6 medallion dungeons. So kind of pity that you're getting a bit of a waste of a hint there as we get Song of Time and the Composer Grave.
Well, I mean, if we find, like, the hammer somewhere in a convenient spot, maybe not.
Maybe, but it's not great when you have 6 medallion dungeons, 5 paths, and 2 of them are for DC and Deku. That
Yes.
one might be more useful, but the DC one is just kind of meh.
Who knows? The one for the deck for Queen Goma could just be an item or song that leads to it.
We'll see. But yeah, that 50 skulls bow, probably not required until it is. I rolled a Speed Gaming Live 2021 async that was 50 skulls, your one and only bow, because the other two were big pows and the GTG up here chest.
Oh,
and no,
God.
there was a big Poe bottle available in the seed, by the way, except for the problem with that big Poe bottle is that it was on the GTG eye statue.
Oh my God.
I think only one person actually finished the seed and posted the time on the async sheet. It took them 3 hours and 35 minutes. And several others just noped the heck out because 50 skulls your one and only bow is not fun unless you really feel like doing bowless big pose for some weird reason.
Basically,
Yeah,
summoning Epona.
Yeah, either run the big Poe over with Epona or know the choose strat. Good luck. Especially if you're missing a bow, you're not going to be doing bowless big Poes unless you happen to be somewhat nuts. It would have been the Galaxy Brain that seed, but yeah, I know you can use choose on the big Poe because there were speedruns that used to use it, but I have not seen it myself. The other strat is to basically run it over with Epona. There's the other copy of the Ranchant.
Yep. I do love the theme that Mr. Mario is using. The Lost Woods from A Link to the Past, so it's actually rather fitting for this dungeon too.
It is, yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a Pomo's big pose in any form, actually, in Rando. It's just it's not a big bowless pose in a Rando. It's just one of those things that doesn't come out much. We'll get a bowless pose fairly often. We'll get Epona-less pose fairly often, but bowless pose is much rarer. And I'm making arrows and English on Switch.
Ooh,
Hey,
the drawer is on there. Well, sadly, Flouflouche is not going to be able to use that for now.
Not like you really need roars in DC.
Very true. Unless Pot's sanity is turned on.
Oh goodness, Pot Sanity. The glories of that were seen last week on the Freaky Freddy restream.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That was fun. Because yes, Chad, in case you haven't heard of it yet, there is a new build of the randomizer, which is being continually updated to add even more checks. That adds pots and freestanding rupees and hearts and crates and various other items to the pool. DC has 27 pots, did you know?
You'll have to go into pretty much every single room except for upper Los Alfos, unless you include the freestandings.
Yeah. Well, if you include both freestandings and pots, you're going into every single room of DC. Does it actually, VXR? Oh, goodness gracious. Apparently MQ Water now is 123.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Are there just that many freestanding rupees in MQ in Master Quest Water Temple?
Well, that means that Water Temple is less likely to be foolish, but when it is, you have hundreds of checks
You got something incredible. I think MQ Water's only got 2 checks in its in regular non-key sanity, so that's pretty nutty. Like MQ Water is got one of like the lowest check densities out of everything in the game, and then apparently Central you have a point actually, BX. There are a lot of crates in MQ Water, so that explains a fair bit. Still though, 123 checks in one dungeon. Wowee.
He's got a lot of bombs now.
Yep. You can see how... You go ahead.
He's gotta feed that dinosaur. Well, that King Dodongo blueberries. Ooh, that's a big chest. The first one in DC, I think. And it's a slingshot!
Lovely. That is a slingshot, which tells us Kokiri Sword is going to probably be either in ranch or behind ranch. Since that is a freely available slingshot, also as a side note, we know that both of the other bomb bags will be bomb-locked, courtesy of the graveyard one being Path. And freely available. And, also, I really like Mario's color scheme today. Got a nice purple tunic, and I like his button colors as well. Once this cutscene's over, you can take a look at that.
Yup. And Flouflouche is going full vanilla today.
Yep. I think Flouflouche just sticks with straight vanilla cosmetics. Mario is the one who does custom music, custom cosmetics, the whole lot.
Yep.
That's the blue on King Dodongo. That's a very nice ice blue, in fact, on Mario's hearts.
Yes.
Alright. 12 minutes in.
Medallion.
First dungeon beat. That's, yep, light medallion? Not really. I mean, it's a medallion, but it's not the greatest of medallions. And we have not a ton of items. We have bombs, a slingshot, and hover boots, basically. Lighters really don't do much of anything until the end of the game. For ores will eventually be, so once you find magic, but of course magic's gonna be late because that's how it goes with early FW.
Indeed.
And ZL, Serenade, and Song of Time are not the greatest trio of songs.
It looks like Mr. Mario is also going to be picking those up.
No reason not to, though now he's low on health.
Yep.
Don't get hit by a rock, Mario. That would be awkward.
I don't think that's going to be happening now. Though you might have to pick up another smaller rock for those 3 hearts.
Yeah, he might. Flouflouche is not heading back up the mountain, is instead heading down the mountain to Cac. Gonna buy a shield, it looks like. Ooh, we've got the Link to the Past Link to the Past Dark World theme here in Goron City for Mario. I do love this tune.
Yeah.
Has to be super conservative with Link to Goron so that he doesn't blow himself up at the same time. Oh! That's an F.
F's in chat for Mr. Mario.
That's that might be intentional, might be, but that just still, you don't see people dying to Link the Goron very often. That's a really rare sentence, in fact, and still misses. Ouch.
Well, Link the Goron is a force to be reckoned with.
Apparently so, as Mario blows himself up again. And misses again. And there we go. 6 times the charm?
Yes.
I kind of lost track at some point. And, well, hey, at least he gave a heart equal to Mario.
That's rather ironic, actually.
Yeah, it is.
The one thing he was holding out on is the very thing that could have saved Mr. Mario from dying.
Shoot, the sun is dead.
Woo! That's a relief. And it looks like Flouflouche is going through the maze first.
I mean, both make sense.
Yep.
Frogus is dead, not surprised. I don't roll frog seeds all that often, if I'll be honest. That's a small chest, I think. Or maybe not, apparently, because Flouflouche thinks otherwise. He has very little health, which is good, because he can death warp out of here. And I'm blind. That's a big chest.
It's the hammer! That's locked behind strength 2. Speaking of which...
Watch us get a hint later on that a hammer in Goron City unlocks the hammer.
Oh.
Because that can happen. That hint should really be changed. I remember I started a discussion in the Discord a month and something ago about changing that and then just forgot about it. I should really put that PR in, because reading a hint that the hammer in Goron City unlocks the hammer is not sensible.
Oh my goodness, that's actually really smooth.
That was very nice from Mario.
It looks like you can only do that sort of thing with a big chest, I'm guessing.
Oh, I assume so. I don't think you have the height otherwise.
Yeah, looks like that's a new trick to learn.
Yep. Yeah, something like that. Be excited. They said it left most chests in the Goron City maze contains. We had a huge debate in the dev channel about it. I forgot what the conclusion was as to the best solution, because we had a debate over what the new wording should be, but I should go dig out the discussion in the Discord and put the PR in. Vanilla Heart Piece in the volcano.
And Sun Song on Bolero.
Getting all the lower utility songs early, it appears.
Indeed.
Sun Song of Time, Serenade. Yeah, Zeal's good, but you need items to make full use of it. As well, so like you can't really get into some of the dungeons, for instance.
Yes.
Don't have...
We're
in particular,
making good use of it now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, getting the 2 fairies here. We need that Sun Song for 50 skulls. I mean, we do currently have about 20 skulls in Logic. 20 is in, 50 is not yet.
Yeah.
If I end up needing to get out a Logic tracker to determine the number of skulls in Logic eventually, later on, I will be, I'll be intrigued. I think that was a gold rupee in the wall. I could be wrong.
It looked like it was a gold rupee because it was certainly yellow. A much brighter yellow than strength.
Yeah, because I have actually seen someone lose to a strength in the wall. Forest is path to Baronade. Okay. Don't know if Forest is a stone or a medallion, but that exists. And Goron City's path to Volvagia. I think so.
Wowee!
Yeah. Thanks. Absolutely amazing hint. We really needed to know the hammer was there.
Yes.
Really needed that hint. Brilliant. And they're both going for it. It's a good thing that at least... If that had been a powerful hint, that would have been nice, but as it is, it's just kind of, okay, thanks.
It'll just
we
means
both
that
got the
there's
hammer.
That just means that we're missing 2 strengths.
Yes, we are.
There's
and,
one!
well, never mind. That's one. Speaking of... Graveyard is still path to King Dodongo, thanks. Hitting a skull here. Nearly walking past it, there we go, that's 4.
Well, at least we know which 4 are medallions today.
Or 4 medallions, sorry, yeah.
One of which we already have.
Alright, I'm actually gonna, since we already have the prediction tied up into a win, I'm gonna put up a poll for whether or not that bow is required.
Oh yes, the ice cap zone. And a big chest here. Oh my goodness, that's... Another bomb bag!
Look, thanks, game!
It's just in case they need more bombs. I mean, look how low Flouflouche is on bombs. And oh, there's a big chest in Mito's house. Oh, there it is! We got both of our strengths! That actually puts the hammer in logic now.
Nice. Yep. I mean, the hammer was path no matter what, because you kind of need a hammer to beat Volvagia, but now it's an in-logic path.
Does that mean we'll be getting a hammer, a fire temple play after checking what's on Minuet?
Maybe. I mean, I think that's where Flouflouche is going right now, actually.
Damn, he's rushing it right now. And he's got the shield for it, too. And there's blue fire. Rush ice.
Alright, Pull has gotten going as for that bow. Is that bow on 50 required? The options are hard required, logically required, or nope, it's bait. Have fun, Chad, as I see nothing in the Wolfus Grotto.
We'll get
Is there ways for the bow to be logically required but not hard required if it's like behind GTGs, for instance?
Ice Cavern, the Iron's Chest is dead. Magic meter on
Hammer
hammer!
rocks! Alright, that's a good hint.
Yep. And Nocturne.
Alright, yeah, Hammer is super OP at the moment. SFM is path to Morpha? Okay.
There we go. That's 5 of our hints, I think.
That's all 5 of our path hints, yes. Nocturne path to Morpha?
Well, there's still the Zarya song check because Nocturne is behind Minuet or yeah, Minuet or Zarya's song.
Yeah, no bongo, no path to Bongo, Robo, Phantom Ganon, or Veronade. We'll see what the final medallion is, because it's we're not getting a path for one of these. DC, Jabu, Deku, whoop, that went really fast. Mario can read quickly, I can't read quite as quickly. DC, Jabu, Deku, Fire, Water, and Shadow are our medallions today. We're not getting a path to Bongo.
Well, I mean, we know where the magic is, and we got our hover boots. We're just missing Dins.
Yep, no hint for Dins. Though if Nocturne is the path to Morpha, Dins should turn up at some point. Flouflouche got the boss key and a small key early in the boss key loop.
Yep.
And that's another small key by Volv. Was that? Not even sure if he got the boss key, actually. Might just be scared of writing, but there's another key.
Yeah, I think he's going for it.
He did get the boss key. Yep, that's where he's going. Okay, vanilla boss key, thank you. Giant Night Market here for Mario.
We'll get to see what Richard the dog has for us.
Yep, and yeah, Volvagia is, and the rest of Fire is in logic with the wallet. Although we might get Hookshot or Boo locked out of here if he tries to climb.
Yep. And Bomb Chew Bowling after getting some rupees up here.
Yep. Nice rupee routing with the ones in Richard and the ones above right there. Yeah, I don't think Flouflouche will climb. There's other things to do. Just gonna probably beat Volv, get the water medallion, and get out of here. Just looting Finko in case for some reason he did. Pretty good Volvagia fight.
You get to see what's on Hyrule Castle. Unless the hint stone's right there just says, Hyrule Castle Foolish.
We've, yeah, I was gonna say that we've already seen all our sometimes hints, but yeah, we could see Hyrule Castle Foolish, which should be a real giggle. And nope, OT Saponas. Okay, that's fun.
Might not be getting
really
a horse today.
Really hope that Longshot's not behind that.
Oh yes, I remember that in the qualifier.
Because there is a magic meter that might be someplace. No Requiem. Nocturne's Path to Morpha. So as we get our last bomb bag, yeah, I think that bomb bag in Graveyard was Path. Thanks.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Brilliant.
The seed.
But yeah, Child Save Warp is in Zora's River underwater. True that would. I forgot Requiem's. You do need Spirit the Stone, so it wouldn't be hard for opponents just to get over to Hammer Rocks, because Longshot or Requiem would be available to get to Spirit, but would be some fun for Logic Lady, I suppose.
Wait, is that the claim check?
I was just about to say, is that a claim check?
It's either that or the prescription.
It's the claim check, chat confirming. And yeah, there could be some nonsense logic involved with that, Eponas. It could also be hard required. We're not getting a hint for HBA directly. Because, we're not getting hit the HBA 1500 hint at least, though we might get a Fortress hint still. No big Oron hint, nope, I would get that, claim check.
Flouflouche is gonna pick up his strength. Second one.
Keeping all big chests. Has explosives, has a tunic, doesn't really need more hearts to be fair, or anything else from small chests.
Yep.
Nothing in Upper River. Going to have to leave Frogs 2 behind, Frogs 1, sorry, for the moment. Gonna get some money, though.
Imagine playing songs for frogs to get free money.
Yep.
Flouflouche is having a bit of trouble getting past Mido here.
Yep.
Never mind.
Not too bad. It can be a little finicky if you don't have a first-person view. I don't like bow or hookshot.
Yeah. He's going to be picking up that blue fire.
Yeah, Flouflouche could have gone and equipped light arrows, and because you can still aim elemental arrows even if you don't have a bow. You just can't fire them, but you can't aim them. OGC is foolish. Okay. Game.
Okay.
Sure, I guess. I mean, it's not the worst considering we already have 2 of our 3 strengths, but there's better hints to be had. Yeah, strength 3 is dead because they already have lights, and there's the other Hammer Rocks hint. Lovely.
Yep.
And Flouflouche is going to leave the claim check for now. I mean, doesn't really need it right now, to be fair. Gonna head. Flouflouche. Mario's leaving the claim check behind. I must get a ring.
Well, you can always pick it up as an adult if he needs it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I agree. These hints suck.
Yeah. All the path hints. We already have, like, pretty much everything. Mr. Mario is about to reach Lon Lon Ranch. We'll probably have to play the Sun Song.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Or it will be nighttime by the time it gets there.
It's time to mess up the Earth's rotation. Once again.
Yep.
Just imagine the people who are trying to go through their daily lives, and it's always nighttime because some kid on the other side of the planet is playing a song.
No, Mario went child kind of recently. Flouflouche hasn't gone child yet. They both started as adult. Child. I think that's where he's going, yeah, with his save quit. I mean, he doesn't have much to do as adult anyway right now.
Yeah.
Looks like so far most people think that Bow on 50 is Fate, which is, to be fair, is the most likely of the options, but you never know. I think there were only in fact 2 entries on the async sheet for the async world. That was 50 skulls, the only bow. One of them was a 350. Hey, there's a Kokiri sword. Thanks for the hint game. Thanks.
I didn't think that this older farmer person would be giving little swords to kids.
Apparently he is.
That's dangerous.
But yeah, the only time the async I rolled for SGL that had a 50 skulls is the only bow, one person put in a 335, another person's quote-unquote time was nope. Just straight up noped out of the seed as we get, sorry, a song. That's our logic for Nocturne, for what that's worth. Not much. And a couple extra checks.
Well, it does put Nocturne into logic now. But
yeah, which is itself not helpful until we can get access to a magic meter and dims.
Yes. Heading straight to the lake. Yes, it could be EU aim, sadly.
There's a heart piece. Yeah, if Long Shot's in Shadow and Hammerrock's is first magic, this is logical indeed. Yep. Because Reverse Laceland isn't in logic.
Oh, I used this music for Zora's Domain. It's from Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
Nice. Yeah, it will also depend on where Keela, which is be interesting, but we'll see. Child fishing here, giving us not much. Child shooting was useless too. We're now in kind of slow mode.
Yep. At least 3 of the 3 dungeons can be completed.
Yeah, we can't beat Fire, we can't beat Deku, we've already beaten... Flouflouche has already beaten Deku, and we've seen DC finished.
Well, Fire.
Yeah. I said Fire already.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 dungeons beatable, and then the other 3, we can't even get into any of the other 3. Good chance Deku has something of interest in it, otherwise we're gonna start looking at more overworld checks. There's plenty left, so not a ways to go. Just kind of in the let's do odds and ends checks and dungeons and see what we find. Is that 30 or 40 dead? 40 dead? Okay, thank you. You go kill spiders and Deku? Yeah, that 40 hit being dead means that, they are not getting that 50 skulls bow unless they absolutely have to get it, and that it will be a last location. Like, if 40 skulls was a hookshot or something, they would have gone for it and been playing on 50, but 40 skulls being dead, yeah. Let's see what Field has.
Will we get a Valley Loop soon?
might.
Unless it's hinted foolish. No, it can't be hinted foolish. It's got our magic meter. I just remembered.
Lostwood's, the field scrub is dead. Yeah, that magic's gonna be hovering over their heads for a while. I mean, if they find Requiem soon, it ain't bad, but otherwise it could be a real troll. There's the other 50 hint, I think.
Yep.
If we see another copy of Skulls having a bow, we're in for giggles, considering that would mean that 30's got a bow. 30 being a bow would actually be kind of funny.
It would be much easier than getting the one on 50.
It would. Still would be rude, though.
Very.
Flouflouche getting his last bomb bag. And safe quitting. A small chest, and a hint that Ice Cavern's last chest is still dead. Okay, we're getting a lot of repeat hints here.
This actually be a good time to play Nocturne, just to get Dompe digging.
And they have Sun Song, it's not super urgent.
True.
Need a claim check in Upper River. And I
He's
think
just gonna head
little...
straight to the forest now.
Yep. And yeah, no 30 hint, no Big Rod hint, no Skull Mask hint, and we're still missing 2 Foolish hints. I'm getting a little concerned.
Yes. Like
I mean, they have to be in the game somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe in Cow Grotto in Hyrule Field. That's 9 skulls for Mr. Mario. You'll be exiting with 10, well, with 12 or so after clearing out the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope we see both Deku hints from our runners, because they have a higher chance of both being useful, considering the powerful ones are missing. Nothing in the Curious Sword chest. Mario's not even going to head over there. He's just heading out. Nice jump for Flu. So the other copy of the 40 hints. And okay, good. Mario is going for the other hint on this side, because some people skip it, but I think when you're missing quite a few good hints, you'd like to see what this is.
Yep.
And SFM is still pathable. Brilliant, thanks. Really needed that one. Considering the other copy was in SFM.
Yep. It's clearly important. It's Zelda 2! Ocarina of Time edition.
Oh, I love that. I love the Palace theme. It's quite a jam.
Yes. Looks like Deku Tree is not offering too much, but we've only looked at 3 chests out of 6.
7 checks total, counting Goma.
Yep.
C2 Palace theme played on Deku Pipes? Not wrong, actually, Rover. I actually commentate quite a bit of Z2R here on the ZSR channel, so I love this tune.
That's number 10.
Never really noticed that the music gets quieter when you hit that switch, but it clearly did there for Mario.
It's just harder to notice because the audio used for the Deku Tree is mostly just ambience.
Yep. Until you notice with a very loud theme like this. Yeah, it makes sense that it gets quieter so you can hear the timer. That's a big chest.
Let's see what it is.
Fires! Sure, game. Sure. Can't really use those fire arrows right now.
Nope. No bow and no magic.
Nope, we know where one magic and one bow are. Not that it helps.
Yep. Throw the arrows. That sounds like a good idea. We'll be getting a check on the Boulder of Destiny.
Yep, this is a new check. Nice one cycle for Mario, and the hint here is that Skull Mask is what's now? Red Rupee, okay.
Boulder is dead today.
Yep. Okay, I mean, that's a good hint. Might have preferred a foolish hint or the Big Oron, or honestly the 30 Skulls hint, though. Nothing on Goma. Deku not really paying off.
Sadly, it is not.
I mean, fire arrows are there, but that was also it. So let's see if Lost Woods has anything, because we're starting to run lower on checks.
Yep.
There's a limit to how many early seer checks there are in the game, and we're starting to get there.
They could full clear Goron City, they could do full clear Lost Woods, and get the Zarya song check in SFM.
Yeah, there's that. They can do. There's a valley, Dompe digging.
Zor's River.
We saw
no, Zor's Domain. I
was going to say Domain, yeah. Domain, things like chickens, 10 skulls, and 20 skulls. That's a scale.
That's pretty convenient.
It is, so we can also do ice out of logic.
Yes.
But I'm moving more in logic checks at the moment. Skull Mask is still dead, thanks to the repeat game. And thanks to the heart.
Bring out your slingshot. There you go. Woo.
Severe anti-aim here. There we go. And it's another upgrade.
Yep. And to be fair, he's shooting from the side and not from directly up front.
Yep. Ignore the BS command. That is really old. I think I wrote that one weeks ago. Yikes.
Party parrot.
That was actually a pretty nonsense C, to be fair, now that I'm looking at that command again. But yeah, that is severely out of date. Nice. Another heart piece. Okay, game. Okay.
The more of this...
is nice, at least they can Folklore Child, Lost Woods, and Goron City in the same trip instead of having to come back. Because it sucks to orphan the check here.
Indeed.
It's caused people races before to orphan checks in these areas. I mean, to be fair, it's caused people... It's pretty much every single check has caused somebody a race at some point. And thanks to the paperweight. Okay.
The hot rodder has caused so much agony for Mr. Mario. Might be doing the same thing for Flouflouche.
Yeah. Purple, I don't think Venom has cost somebody a race in standard. It probably has cost somebody an RSL by now, though, with any kind of entrance rando. I did, in fact, though it didn't cost them the race, I did remember a co-op Season 1 race where one team didn't do Midas House for over an hour. The other team just didn't do Midas House ever. That was a fun interview question. Hey guys, because that was their first logical bomb back in Midas House. I think they found one either out of logic in like Race Cavern or something, and one of the interview questions was, where was the first logical bomb bag? Midas House. Wait a second, what? I don't actually remember the result of that race, I just remember that by skipping Midas House did not matter.
See what it is?
Just a recovery heart.
Yep. So the only thing of value in Goron City was indeed that hammer.
What a surprise that the hammer is path to Volvagia.
I'm shocked. I have the surprised Pikachu face right now.
Like, we absolutely desperately needed that hint.
We have basically 3 of those kinds of hints so far.
Yeah, Bob Bag, Hammer, and the Kokiri Sword are all... Gee, thanks. Where do you think our first hookshot is, by the way?
That's a good question.
Because I'm getting kind of concerned. They're slowly starting to run out of checks. They're starting... we've seen our dungeons that we can do, other than they could go deep far if they felt like it. They could go to the well without storms. That might be the path.
Yep.
Because a good thing they found storms, because they were running out of things to do, because I was about to go on the list of what to do next.
And storms is pretty quick, unless you have the pots turned on again.
Oh goodness, there's a lot of pots in the well, yeah. Mario's also gonna check the... domain here, I think?
Yep.
Because you're right here. 50 skulls is still out of logic, yeah.
No, not a domain check.
Okay, I would have gone for that. Mario does have Nocturne, and he's already done River. Oh, Frog's 1.
Yep.
I was like, where is he going anyway? Like, he doesn't need to go down River to get to CAC, but this makes sense.
Yep. It's all for those, musicians.
Yeah, good to check this, because Frog's 1 is an easily orphanable check. Unfortunately, it's just some more health. But yeah, we don't have enough dungeon access to do 50 skulls right now. Yeah, not enough dungeon access, not enough. No hookshot, no rank. That is not currently an option, as you see the Nocturne 2 Graveyard, Dante Digging, the Hint, and, well, as well as some extra skulls. Big Goron is up. Is it what's now?
Recovery heart, so it's dead.
Alright. Good hint.
Very good hint.
Progression could be 20, though, yes. I think progression might possibly be on 30 by this point. I'm not 100% sure. Might depend a bit on the Fire Temple Keylad. I'm actually gonna go check how many skulls we have in Logic by now.
Tiny chest on Sunsong Grave.
Yep. And the Deku Shield. Okay, 30 is in Logic now. Thanks, VXR. 38, 36. I can't read. Then,
Gonna be checking what's on 10.
10 is a bloopy. Thanks, game.
They just didn't want you to be too poor. Already close to 20. That was fast.
Yeah. He's definitely going for skulls. I'm not sure how Flu is doing, but I think when you have 50 as a bow and 30 unhinted, you might just pick up at least the ones that are right in your face.
Yep.
You definitely don't go out of your way for skulls for a 50 skulls bow of all things, but you do want to at least... You don't want to just completely ignore skulls that are in your face, at least. Because I am starting to think a little bit about that Forest Temple path to Baronade, honestly. Something is starting... Because this seed has got some kind of troll somewhere.
Yep.
There's likely something of progression in the well, because we're starting to run out of checks. Oh,
music!
Oh, goodness. Shadow Temple's... This is the same music for Shadow Temple, by the way. We get to listen to Forest Racing music for all of Shadow.
The slide theme from Super Mario 64. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, slide theme is what this is. I thought it was Forest Racing music. Sorry, that slide theme. This is gonna get old by the end of the scene.
Romer's got has the right idea. It's a wild ride.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, Shadow Temple's gonna really drive us up the wall, or drive me up the wall at least a bit, with this theme playing the entire time.
Ooh, a big chest.
Nice hookshot.
Shots!
Alright.
Just miss. Now that puts a lot more skulls into Logic. And another big chest!
Hey,
there's Rose Letter! You know,
so,
that means I boomerang
Forest.
Yup. It has to be.
Yep. But yeah, by the way, 50 is very much in now with those two items. According to my map tracker, the skull count went from 34 to 48 upon marking the hookshot, and from 48 to 52 upon marking the letters.
There's this stick there. Yep. This is actually the theme I use for, like, the horse rides. Like, the horse races in this game. And yet this is actually oddly more appropriate. Oh, bottom of the well. Bottom of the well not throwing this seed.
Nope, because that's launch.
They're both in the well.
Okay, Gabe. Okay. So magic's in logic.
Yes.
And iron boots are actually that solves the path to Morpha hit because that's both hook shots behind storms. Thanks, game.
Oh my god! That's the whole water temple! Right there! I can see why it's path in SFM now.
Just a bit, yes. Just a bit. No, it doesn't have to be anything in Shadow. Storms is Morpha for everything.
Yeah. All in the bottom of the well.
Yep. Okay, game. Okay. So, where's Dins? Because apparently we're a Dins from Gaddons. Possibly.
Why is SFM path to Morpha? Yes.
Yeah, okay, Dins and Rang, okay, to be fair, but we know Rang's most likely either in Forest or behind Forest Temple. Dins, on the other hand, is unhinted. They wish they had a Dins hint, considering how useless some of their other hints have been.
Yeah.
Like, even without the SFM path to Morpha, you still go to the well in this seed, because you're running out of checks otherwise. Like, there wasn't much else they could have done by the time they got here. Yeah, VXR, let's get a bet going for Dins. Because it's not that slingshot. So chat, where's that Dins? It's not Vanilla Soul Blade, we already saw that. That was our last bomb bag. Central Pillar's a good guess. I mean, we have access to pretty much everywhere that's not Shadow and Deep Forest for that Dins at this point.
Yep.
No foolish hints besides OGC, which is fantastically terrible. I bet 30 because that would be a giggle. And Market's foolish. I guess Pose is dead, thanks. And Lens Game, sure. Not the greatest at this point.
Oh.
This is actually a pretty good bet, Punzo.
Market foolish. Oh wow. That is pretty wowee. Mr. Mario's like 1 out of 5 so far.
Uh-huh. But yeah, 57-minute bet is a real rarity. And yes, the seeds hints suck. Who needs hints when everything isn't well? Oh, true, Inco, true.
Well, that's something to tell Deadly Thunder. That well is not throwing the seed.
Nice hint, BXR. Nice hint, command. It's SFM Pantomorpha because Song of Storms like both hookshots and irons. Yep. Good domain here for Flouflouche is new. As Mario goes back adult.
Yep. But it seems that Torchburn is dead.
Yeah.
But we'll see about the diving minigame.
Yep.
And
nice blue fire bottle, sure. That's our second of the seed, even.
Even the Zoras are telling you to rush ice.
On a different note, happy 1 hour, everyone. Let's do some shoutouts.
Oh, wow, that's another scale.
Oh, lol game, lol. Well, scale locked scale just for the giggles because why not? I mean, you might as well do lab dive here. I think while you're As
It was hinted dead, though.
Oh wait, no, it was. Thank you for the reminder. Has Flouflouche read the hint, though? Next question? Because it was an open grotto.
Yeah, I say he's got it on his tracker.
Okay, never mind. That's me being a dingus brain. It's fine. Yeah, let's do some shoutouts here. Shoutouts to our runners, Mario and Flouflouche, to my co-com lead, to our trackers, Artificial Red and Jenny Bees, and merci beaucoup, Casey Neclay, Rio Count, pour la réussite française. Yeah, the seat's full of loads, and items. Yeah, now we're just hoping for 2 bow-locked bows. I mean, depending on... I mean, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Buying that extra heart so that he doesn't die as quickly.
Don't see buying recovery hearts all that often.
Yep.
I mean, that's normal chat. That's normal for chat purple to want the runners to suffer. Also, nice typo incoherent saying buying a heart in 202. I think you missed the 2 there.
Yes. The year was 202 during the Roman Empire.
Another skill for Mario, he's really starting to think about he's really thinking about 50, and I think this makes sense. You are not far from go mode, and 50 skills is a bow. You might as well get the ones in your face, because that might honestly be your go mode at this rate. Especially because you know that forest is path, and you might need a bow for that path item. Like, I am getting really suspicious of that bow at this point. And yes, 2 bow-locked bows is more likely is actually not that uncommon. I will never forget the seed I rolled that had 2 bows on HPA.
2 bows on HBA, oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Yep.
The 3rd bow was freely available, thankfully, in that seed, but 2 bows on HBA, I just about died laughing when I saw it.
That's basically how you torture the runners.
The 3rd bow was, I think, free in CAC that seed, to be fair, so it wasn't an issue, but I was very amused to see 2 bows on HB. It's like, okay, game. Okay.
Yep.
I'd actually use that example sometimes of explaining Way of the Heroes and Foolishness to people. Like how if there's 2 bows in Mitos house and 1 on HBA, then Kokiri's not Way of the Hero or path for the bows in Mitos. But if there's 1 bow in Mitos and 2 on HBA, then the bow in Mitos is path or Way of the Hero.
Yep. That's 20 skulls for Mr. Mario.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's some Castlevania music, yes! You went from becoming Link to becoming Simon Belmont. Gold scale was on Rudo's letter check.
Yep. Scale
So
lock scales. I'm gonna AFK for a moment to say do checks the other's already done. I'll be back in a moment.
Alright. I just want to see Mr. Mario punishing the fire noodle. The fire pool noodle. Looks like Mr. Mario's actually going to be going deeper. Then again... Nope, never mind. He's just resetting the timer. It'll be another timer reset for Mr. Mario. Oh, and we're getting a check in Gerudo Valley. Let's see. Bloopy on the crate. And see how well this battle goes between the Fire Noodle.
Alright, then back, seeing Flouflouche also getting skulls, because, yeah, they're both suspicious of 50 by this point.
Yep. And it seems that the other checks in Valley were pretty much dead.
Figures. 17 there for Flouflouche. They're pretty close on the skulls right now.
Yep.
And yes, Goomba, we have no idea what 30 is. 50 is a bow, and they're not far from go mode. Oh hey, water foolish. Okay, game. Okay.
What a nice hint.
That's actually useful, to be honest.
Yep.
I don't know whatever this is currently. Oh, just herpes. Never mind, couldn't see it earlier.
Rest in peace, Fire Pool Noodle. Guess she should not be playing whack-a-mole with a blonde kid.
Yep, here's everything from water, and by the way, it's foolish. So, our last remaining hint, Mario is just barely going to get into the blue warp in time. 6 seconds to spare. Our last hint is the 30 skulls hint, because of course.
Yes, by the way, it's foolish. It's also very, very early into logic, save for one chest. Because we still don't have a bow.
There's a couple out of logic. Bow target's out, river chest is out, and central pillar and the torches chest are both also currently out because we don't have bits.
They'd be forced to use another key instead of using an arrow or dins.
Central pillar is gonna be fun. That's 18 skulls for Flu.
It looks like Mr. Mario's going into Forest Temple because he knows that it's path.
You know it's path, and if you can't find the path item, it's really good info. There's also 4 free skulls in here, which is really good. Mario also can't do Mido Skip, apparently. It is pretty hard. So it's just gonna do Mido Skip.
Yep. The Mido Skip.
Yep. Alright, now here's the question. Can we find this path item in Forest, or do they need to get a bow and come back?
He's gonna get the skull here. He might dip after he finds that rang, though.
Well, the question is, can he find a rang?
True.
That's the big question right now. Is the rang or other path item available without a bow right now? Because there is absolutely no guarantee of that, as Flouflouche gets his 20th skull.
We get to see what's on 20.
And nice bomb refilled. Yeah, there's gonna be 4 quick skulls here for us from Mario, as well as getting some checks. Yeah, Fo's gonna get everything that's in the well.
Yep. And he might just head straight into Water Temple, because he could just clear it out quickly. Depending on the key logic.
Yeah, I'd probably put Mario a bit ahead here. Flouflouche's routing, done some more additional checks and in a different order, just hasn't been as efficient, or honestly, the extra checks also just haven't given Floo anything either.
It also helps that Mr. Mario's execution's a slight tad better, too.
Yeah, it's definitely adding up little bits and pieces over time. Too early to call a race by all means, but it definitely is something to keep in mind, I suppose, as Mario plays Song of Time.
Yep. That's the BK, I think.
I have no idea. Hookshot number 1 for Flouflouche.
The first small key for Mr. Mario.
Yep. Just keys and small chests so far.
Two small keys now. He can go at least a bit further. If he gets the third one, then he should be able to do the bow chest.
Yeah. But so far, this is not great signs for being able to get this path item.
Yep.
Not getting the well, if it was a boss key, he's taking a risk and skipping it. If it's not a boss key, he's fine. I actually don't know myself. Here's long shot for Floo.
Yeah, it looked like it was the boss key chest. Though it's something that he could pick up along the way once he's done. If this is a key, then Mr. Mario can keep going.
I think you have to keep going if this is a key. As Flouflouche gets his iron boots, and that's a key. I think you keep going because you don't want to have to come back here with a bow. But that's also a hard call at the same time. I think Mario's keep going though, yeah. Because you don't know where your bow is. Or rather, where your first bow is. Like, for all you know, your 50 skulls bow is the first one, and Rang would help a lot if that's the case. And that's Rang in here.
He's going for that big key now.
I think now that he's seen that this path item might not be available early, he's gonna get this, yeah.
Oh, that was a small key!
Oh. Never mind, okay.
I was wrong.
But yeah, I think you have to continue in Forest here in this situation. As much as it sucks to go for a bow chest without a bow, it is Stone Forest, so it's not like you have to come back here to beat it. It still sucks, but I don't think you can leave us behind.
Yep. Yep, F to that.
F2. Shoutouts also to him going to this room specifically for this skull. Like, they're both thinking so hard about that 50 skulls by now. First bow on checkerboard would be amazing. Well, not that Mario can get it right now because he doesn't have a magic meter. Or dins, but that would be funny. Because if you have 5 keys, magic, and dins, it is possible to get your first bow in the checkerboard room. It's just dumb. Because, fun fact, that Ice Vision Fire is not triggered by shooting it with a bow. The flag only checks for melting the ice, because OT is a well-coded game!
Very well coded.
Flouflouche continuing to get skulls. He'll be close to 30 here, I think. In the mid-20s to get time he gets out of here. Yeah, that's 23. We are seeing Vochus without bow, yes, Hell Knight. Forest Temple is path to Baronade, and we haven't found the item here.
Yep.
Do you think this is going to be the item, or do you think we're going to get locked out for the rest?
There's a possibility. Only when we did find out.
Oh
nope.
No!
We need that bow.
They're bow locked out.
Oh, this looks like he's gonna be rushing ice now.
No, they haven't been to Edel Lake, so they can't do 3-key forest. 3-key forest might be a genius idea, although they would suck to backtrack for that.
Yeah. Not only that, but they're missing a bow.
Last egg, 50 skulls is very much in logic. We have no idea where the other 2 bows are. It could be their first bow. It might not necessarily be the only bow, but it is a bow that is available. They have the items for it. 50 skulls has been in logic since the bow. We've got quite a few, more than 50 by now, in fact. Maybe you want to make a note in the path command that the item is locked in the forest. Whatever it is. Most likely ring. I would laugh if it's a mirror shield. We are getting it for the moment. Real whammy there for Mario, though. Mirror would pretty much tell us that to do 80 for ring. Which is why I'm suggesting it. Shoot the Sun is still dead.
And if Flouflouche also goes to Forest Temple, he's gonna realize the bad news.
Ice? Yeah, this is ice for Mario.
Yep. It has to be ice.
I mean, with Water Foolish, you might as well go places. Like, you want a song. You're still missing warm songs. They don't have any of Minuet, Bolero, Requiem, or Prelude, and they were quite handy at this point.
That was a really clean skip.
It was. Ice is also in logic, yes, I actually forgot. But yeah, it's in logic, you're missing items. I mean, it's this or GTG, I think, are the main plays. And this gives you a song that GTG doesn't. GTG is also kind of meh without a bow.
Getting that Market Foolish hint now.
Yep.
And just a recovery heart from King Weep himself.
Yeah, Purple, it's one of Minuet, Bolero, Requiem, or Prelude, just by process of elimination, but no specific hints for it. 25 skulls for Flu. They both might end up checking 30 skulls blind by at this rate.
Yup. And 26 from Mr. Mario.
Yep.
Very smooth. Will he get the worst skull in Fountain, though?
I don't think it's worth going all the way out there for it.
True.
It sucks. Alright, hint time. Market's still foolish. Thanks.
Nice hint. And Flouflouche is going back into DC for those skulls.
I think so. He wants 30. Interesting play here, actually.
And that's another recovery heart, it looks like.
Yeah, it's not like the worst.
Yes.
Is red rupee. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, the worst skull. The skull there is mostly only because of item and time of day requirements. He could go get it. I could see that. It depends on how hard he really wants to rush skulls. Like Flouflouche is rushing skulls hard. Nice bloopy. Like, you don't see a play back to DC for skulls unless you really are committing to 50. And OT is still a Pokemon. Brilliant game! Thank you! Can we actually get our 30 skulls hit at some point? Okay, Flute just getting the 2 quick ones on the side. That makes sense. The stair skull is long. The back skull is longer. Those 2 aren't worth it.
Getting this skull now. Mr. Mario showing us the location of this one now.
Yep, 27 skulls.
They're tied for skulls.
Yeah, they are. This, by the way, this skull is the dumbest of the skull, one of the dumbest skulls in the game. Because you have to lift up, you have to have access to domain as an adult, which is a lot less obnoxious now with the KZ skip, but it still exists. You have to get access to domain as adult. You have to have strength 2 to lift up the rock. You have the big boulder. You have to have explosives to blow up the little rock underneath the silver boulder, and then you need a hookshot to get the skull once you actually get down there. It's kind of dumb because Flouflouche gets the adequate Kiri skull here.
Yep.
I didn't think Hammer worked to blow up the little thing underneath Alex, but I could be wrong. You see that skull mostly in RSL and sometimes in 50 skull seats like this.
Yep. It's almost as bad as that, the Cow Grotto in Pyro Field.
Yeah, honestly.
Ooh, that was really smooth. And a huge time saver.
Yeah, Flouflouche really going ham, because that's 29. Getting all these skulls on the way to Forest, which is going to get him 30 in SFM and then 34 in Forest. Unfortunately, Flouflouche is going to be equally bow-locked out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, Mario's showing off some very smooth strats here. Nice. Ouch! Flouflouche getting whammied by the Moblin.
Oh, that's just a bomb refill. 29 skulls for Mr. Mario.
Yep.
Another small chest. So, Ice only has, like, the song so far.
It only has the song because the item is dead at the end.
Yup.
King Zora was dead too, as was Icy Waters, Fountain Fairy, and the Iceberg. This has been a bust. I have no idea what the song is. At least Mario will have 30 leaving Ice. Flouflouche is going to be at a 34 leaving Forest equal.
Does that mean we'll be getting Deep Fire soon?
The song is Minuet, Bolero, Prelude, or Requiem. Minuet and Bolero would be useful, Prelude is okay, I guess, and Requiem would be concerning at this rate. We don't really want access to Stone Spirit right now. So he might get it. It's 30. I also don't know what song, like the music that's playing in Ice is either. For Mario. Purple, we are missing the lens from Logical Spirit Access. They don't really want to see the lens either, but who knows where that is. I have no idea if this is Papers, Please music, considering I had never heard of Papers, Please until this stream. There's Minuet. Okay, Ice was, mostly a bust, but that is nice to get back to Forest Apple once they finally get a bow.
Yep.
Just, you know, they need to get a bow. Going to get the Lake Tree Skull. You know the seed's going weird when they're both going very, very hard for a 50 skulls bow, and now it's 30. Don't tend to see this too often.
Right, Mr. Mario could set up Pierre to see what else is in the lake.
Yeah. He also planted a bean earlier, so he can just do that.
True.
Use the bean for this, get Pierre, and use that for fishing, I think. So yeah, otherwise you have to wait for the bean to come back.
That was a really nice snipe on Sam the Toucan.
Yep. And Lab Roof is just a bomb refill. Get on.
Well, Mr. Mario can get the gull in the lap. As well as...
do so, though, just gonna take the bean.
Yeah. It's back. Ganon isn't the true villain of Ocarina of Time. It's clearly Marx. Oh.
Nothing there. What's our next progression at this rate? Water is foolish. We're bow locked out of forest, and it's gonna take them a little while still to get to 50. GTG is pretty available, although without a bow it's a little less great. Deep Fire exists. If they really felt like it, they could go across the wasteland for Stone Spirit. Without magic, or without without a usable fire source.
They could do most of GTG.
Or bow. Yeah.
So they'd just be missing 4 chests.
Mario does not know water is foolish. Actually, that's a good point, because he hasn't done Valley. Yeah, GTG might be the least sucky option to compete Purple. And, I mean, the bowlock checks in GTG aren't even out of logic. Like, GTG, the bow's been in logic for a while, it's just they won't be able to do those without a bow. Requiem is somewhere in the sea. Spirit's currently out of logic. And I don't think Flouflouche even bothered going to the bow chest there. Gonna save him a bit of time. He can do bow chest with the other items checks there.
Oh, there it is!
There's the boss key.
Let's just hope that he, No, he's not gonna do it. He's gonna...
So yeah, Mario's gonna be, bleeding time a bit here, little bit, doing more of water without things initially. We have not seen Tektite Grotto. Actually, that's a good point, August. Or is just gonna head for Morph, I guess, here, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a Morpho play.
Fair enough. Good thing it's... I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad idea to just skip the rest of water. There's only 4 items in here, and even if you don't have a Foolish, and not having a bow is not ideal for doing more of Water Temple.
Oh, this music's from Breath of the Wild, isn't it? Like the trailer theme, I think?
Yeah, that is Breath of the Wild music. To be fair, Mario's on VC, so resets take a while. It might genuinely have been faster to swim out, I'm actually not sure.
Yeah.
Flouflouche going for more skulls here in River. He's almost at 40 by now, I think. 35, yeah.
He's going for that key. That's a little bit concerning.
Because he doesn't know if he might need it later. He doesn't know this is foolish. 36 versus Flu. I think Flu's heading for ice after this. Shadow Medallion for Mario. Nice hover boots straight into domain for Flouflouche, so he'll find a load of nothing, but at least get Minier and some extra skulls. Alex, yes, there are skulls behind keys, but if it comes down to that, things have gotten a bit weird, I think, by that point.
That's a save and quit, so it's clearly not going back into Water Temple.
No, which is good. He shouldn't. You don't want him to go back into water right now.
Right, water.
Flouflouche will be at 40. It will be, let's see, this is 37. He can get 3 and nice to make 40 if he opts for the adult fountain skull, that'll be 41.
This is it's a Valley play. He's gonna get that magic soon.
Yep, gonna get Tektite on the way, which we have not seen.
I still have to say that this camera trick's still really cool to pull off.
It is pretty nifty.
Nope. And it's just a bloopy.
They could dip Jabu and Sephiroth's. I don't think it's worth it to go back Chal to do just that by this point, Samyot. Like, they might as well just leave Jabu until they can, until they get Rang. They also just need the magic.
Yeah.
Well, and on an entirely different note, if the first bow was in Rang, if there's a bow in Rang Chest, that would be quite funny.
That'd be awful, too. Oh my goodness. Ace Attorney!
Yeah. And yeah, Rang isn't vanilla, because it has to be Forest Temple locked. Yeah, but Bow and Rang just would be the ultimate troll, because they're not getting that until after they get their Rang at this point.
Just getting night skulls. Here.
Boomerang? Well, we don't know where Boomerang is, Samya, but we know that Fourth Temple is path to Baronade. So the odds are it's most likely Boomerang and Forest Temple. The problem is it's Forest Temple. They are bow locked out of it.
Yep. And the only bow that we know of so far is 50 skulls.
It's entirely in logic. It has been for close to an hour by now. It's been quite a bit since we did the well. Actually, it could be Mirror and Forest. If it's Mirror and Forest, we're gonna be here for a while, then we're gonna do AD, apparently.
Mr. Mario's going to be doing these checks as an adult instead of child.
Yep, has a long chance to do this crate, so it doesn't have to worry about overfitting this, and so he'll get a water Foolish in, which is good for him. Yeah, at least it can't be Strength 3 in Forests.
Nope, he just missed, and now he's gonna...
He has to drown, yeah. At least he doesn't have a lot of health.
Yeah,
the possible items for that path in Forest are... the Boomerang, of course, the Mirror Shield, and possibly, if the Requiem is vanilla, it could end up being the Lens.
Yep.
Mirror Shield and Lens would both send us the Spirit. Oh, it could be Din's, true, that too, I forgot. Din's would be fine, Brang would be fine, the other two would suck. There's finally the death warp for Mario.
Might be seeing a GTG plays, though.
I think that's where he's going next, once he finishes off Valley. Gonna set up another death warp as he blows himself up. And we're not going to see Blast Off, unfortunately. I do love that animation.
Indeed. But it's blue now.
Yep. For context, in case chat hasn't seen this yet, blowing up a Gossip Stone will cause it to blast off, just like a rocket.
If you hit it with a hammer, it just smushes it like a pancake.
Yes, it does.
And if you hit it with your sword, it just bounces and tells you the time.
Yep. There's a couple funny animations you can get from Gossip Stones. I particularly love Blast Off. I think the latest Ocarina of Time Challenge Championship Series, OCS, had a challenge involving Blast Off and Gossip Stones, among other things. So part of the challenge was to go blow up a bunch of Gossip Stones. I don't remember the particulars.
That's a small chest on the roof.
Yeah. Huh, that is an interesting suggestion, Drew in chat. Would be neat to get the hint as part of the time message thing so you could walk and read. That would be nice. Because yeah, the regular hint text box doesn't allow you to move, but the text box that tells you what time it is does let you move. Further card acquired. And let's see what's in GTG, because this and Fire Temple, I think, are our main plays right now. Other than, you know, going for the bow on 50 skulls.
Yep. Ooh. Smoothly killing the dinosaurs.
Going to be tracking key placements, so we know about logic. Curiosity mostly. Going right here first makes sense. You have Song of Time, you don't have a bow. And you do have long shots, so you can go this way, get these checks, and the hammer room.
It's no longer the KT event that took out the dinosaurs. It was Link. Link is the one-man extinction event. Let's see what's here. Oh, it's like a small chest.
Okay. 2 small keys on the right side. I can't tell if there's any big chests in the maze, because I suck at that.
Oh, the center doesn't have a big one, thankfully.
That's good to know. Mario, be careful. Okay, that's helpful.
Now he could be less careful. That looks like another small key.
Yeah. And that is...
Also a small key.
Apparently Mario didn't see any big chests in the maze there, because he's not going for either of them. Or at least no big chests deep in the maze. Flouflouche is going to be order as well here, which makes sense. You're here, and you might as well set here and do some other adult lake checks and just beat water while you're in the area. Mario's going to do the thin skilling chest and quite how much else I'd suspect.
Small.
Small chest. And he's out. Alright, GTG, maze not being helpful. Ooh, very nice bomb straight on the spike balls there on Flouflouche's side.
I usually just call them sea urchins.
I'm sure there's an official name for the things, I don't remember it.
Me neither.
Well, it might genuinely not be a bad idea. I have no idea if it's a key or not, and I don't think there's no way for us to tell without a bow. Flu knows that water is foolish. I'm not sure why he's lowering the water level.
Yeah, that's a good question why he is. Just going for skulls, I presume.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He's going really hard on them. I think we are going to see the rare basement skull here from Flu. You also see the Water Temple boss key chest, skull before the boss key chest here. I mean, this one's actually not that bad to get to, in all honesty.
Mr. Mario is certainly getting a higher check density out of it than Flouflouche. And setting up furores here.
Alright, and that's a reset. Flouflouche not gonna bother with the obscure basement skull, just gonna save, quit, and head out. Yeah, there can be a bow in here because this, that unless it's on torches or central pillars thing, but because this is not bow locked by the most part. River chest might have a bow, but that would require the 50 skills bow to be the only bow available, which would be horrendous.
Ooh! Swallowed up by that like. Looks like the like-likes had plot armor.
It looks like it, yeah. We're just gonna do bowless bow target, I think. Or something here, at least.
Well, a compass check, I think.
Oh, this is compass, yes. They might just be using a dingus brain, and like room is useless here.
GTG is throwing today.
Oh, yeah, GTG without a bow, at least. Who knows if there's something bow-locked in here?
Yeah. The only thing left they can do now is toilet.
Yeah. Purple saying they've seen at least 7 keys. Okay, Mario's not gonna bother with toilet, though. I don't blame him.
Oh, it's the first time in this tournament that I've actually seen someone actually go for this skull.
This is a rare one. As you can tell, this is really out of the way, and, yep, you have to jump slash that. And usually, you don't tend to be this desperate on skulls when you get here. That's 44, though. And 40... How many was that for Mario? 44 is 34? I can't read.
Yeah, he's at 34.
Okay, so Flouflouche is significantly ahead on skulls. He's getting some of the really slow ones, but he is ahead on skulls.
There could still be a bow-locked bow in spirit Logically, locked bow if Lens of Truth is locked behind the bell.
Yeah. Alright, out of logic Wasteland Crossing now for Mario. We don't have Lens and we don't have Requiem. So, where is our logical progression and what is it? We have Rang Chest and Jabu exists. We can't get into Shadow. Spirits out of logic. We're bowlocked in a forest. We've seen GTG, we've seen Ice, we've seen the well. Deep Fire, 30 Skulls, Chickens, Rang Chest, Toilet
skulls.
possibly. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about stuff that's not 50 Skulls locked, because I'll get there eventually, but things that aren't 50 Skulls. Deep Fire, Toilet, Rang Chest, Chickens. Not much. DMT Storms I don't think was checked. No, actually that's a point. 30 Skulls exist. We're running out of stuff. Very nice one cycle Morpha. Very nice Morpha there now. Nice Morpha kill like this, I don't think. Because I might have missed the other bits of the fight. Honestly, yeah, probably our real progression is 50 to go and get Rang from Forest. Because there's so little left. I mean, Deep Fire being the most checked out location that's not bow locked really says something about how the seed's going. Deep Fire our most checked in logic location that's not bow locked, and we don't even know how bow locked fire might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 30 hit is probably. The 30 hit might be here in Colossus. I won't say it's probably here in Colossus because it could both be in Back Lake or the two heroic castle hints we haven't seen, for instance. They're at this point going to probably do 30 line unless the hints got Colossus. This is going to be Skulls 35 and 36 for Mario and Colossus. For a sec. Hey Diesler, welcome into, we think, our first and only Bows on 50 Skulls.
Yep.
And that's about how the seed's going.
And Link being bullied by levers.
To go into more detail on the seed as Mario gets his 37th skull, we are running out of logical checks, bow-locked or not. We have some amount of Fire Temple, as Flouflouche gets the lap dive skull. We have some amount of Fire Temple, we have chickens, we have 30 skulls, we have the Rang Chest, we might have Toilet depending on the GTG key layout. Spirit is not in. Until we find a lens. Or Requiem, because that's Bolero. Requiem is either Prelude or Burning Cat. Well, Purple, how much... well, true, a decent chunk of fire is before the bow lock, but we don't know how much, because it might be bow locked from the top. We don't actually know. Oh, 30 absolutely could be Dins. There's nothing against it by now. Yeah, Requiem is Rang locked. It might not be bow locked. Oh no, Purple. Forest Temple is hard bow locked, and the rest of Forest is hard bow locked, and we know that it locks Baronade.
Indeed.
30 absolutely could be a bow lock. That is actually, in fact, I think that's actually my bet. I think that 30 has to. I think my bet 30 has Dins, but 30 has a boat would be fantastic. Oh, fire might not be bow locked. That's correct. Yes, that clarifies things for a while. Because, yeah, we're running out of stuff. We're gonna see the Sonic time skull here for Mario, most likely. I mean, not really a reason to skip it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it after checking here, which is the boss key.
Yep. Also checking keys here. HB without a logic bow. I mean, they can't do. The person who runs the HBA game literally doesn't spawn until you get a bow, so they're not. That's not happening. It would be funny if both of the other bows are on HB8. Yeah, no, they only did the boss key loop in the chest of Lavaji and Fire. The rest of it's available. It's our most checked in logic location.
Looks like Flouflouche is also heading towards the GTG area, picking up his magic along the way.
And, segue, Market's foolish. And also the focus is on AD.
Also, Thunder, well is not throwing this seed. The entire water temple kit was in the well. There you go.
Big foes with choose for unlogic foolish bow would be, something. At this point, though, they're both going hard enough for 50. I don't think that's happening. I'd idly note that, don't think Flouflouche got the Lake Tree Skull, but not that he needs it. Wombat, you'll see it right here for Flouflouche in a moment. And it was hinted. That is key number 4 on the ledge. There were no keys in Adel. Fine. A bow can be in a full share if one copy lacks both other copies. So in this case, a 50 skulls bow would have to be the only available bow in the seed. Nice jump from Mario.
That's a really nice trick. I have to pick that up, too.
I don't think I've seen that one before. At least I don't remember it clearly. And, Spirit, by the way, is either Requiem or Firelock, or both at this point. That's only our second key on Child Climb. See ya, Alex. Good luck in the weekly.
Good luck, bro.
Actually, no, wait, I can't count. There are 2 keys in Child Climb, so it doesn't have to be Firelock, but it's not a great key lat. Kevin, they're checking 30 skulls without the hint at the rate we're going. It's clearly not accessible wherever the hint is. And they're both going pretty hard for 50. Mario just hit 40 there, and Child Climb, and Flouflouche is in the mid-40s as well.
Those out-of-logic ones are actually a little more convenient than going back into water.
They are.
Especially the one on the first floor to the south.
Yeah, that one's really, really out of the way.
Ooh, a big chest!
Nice.
For foolish water.
Brilliant.
It'll be useful for toilet at least.
That's 48 for Flouflouche, by the way.
Damn.
Flouflouche is becoming hard. He could get 49 out of the Wasteland and 50 out of Colossus, or even just skip the Wasteland Skull at this point. He doesn't need it. Flouflouche is comfy. Kit Kat Sunsong was on Green Crater. Segue, you can kill Big Po, a Big Po with a Pona by basically running it over. But, you know, that requires a Epona song, which is on AD in this seed. They're not doing that. Alright, Mario is out of,
He's gonna be grabbing this skull.
Spirit. Yeah, AD is bow locked. So Mr. Mario's playing on Wii Virtual Console, Flouflouche is playing on RetroArch, JPHT. That's 41 for Mario. I think this is a fire temple play now for him.
Going deep in the fire. Plus,
No
he could get
thunder.
4 other skulls in here. No, wait. No, he's not.
DMT storms?
again.
DMT storms, I think.
Yep.
Thunder as a race monitor for this race, I can tell you there. If Flouflouche is on RA. Also, yes, you can see his FPS count.
Yeah, you don't normally have an FPS counter on.
And actually, if Mario's not going for DMT storms either. He's heading for Lost Woods. More skulls it is, then. Okay.
Yep.
They have not checked the first check in Jabu. That is one of the checks that is available and in logic. Among other things. There goes Thunder.
And 42.
Hey chat, hey Dr. Jake, sorry. It's fine otherwise, it's just that we need a 50 skulls bow apparently. Ouch, these are apparently with 6 hours of multi-roll without a hookshot. Yikes! And Flouflouche is not going for Spirit yet. He is out of here. Going to now get the tree skull, maybe no, straight to fire. Alright. Mario is getting river skulls.
Yep.
Yeah, the skulls are all over the place.
Though Mr. Mario can be a little more picky about which skulls he gets. Given that he's gotten the ones in Colossus and Spirit Temple.
He's at 44, he'll have 45 on the lower river skull. He's got a bunch of options for the others, and I could see him getting the one by Cat, and the grotto by Cat.
And the one on CAC for adults.
Yeah, the CAC skull's another, yep. I think he's already gotten both DMT skulls. I think that was skull 49 for Flu. And actually getting the skull in the grotto by CAC is probably Flu's most convenient 50th.
They're gonna be fairly close with that bow.
They are. Mario's currently basically a Spirit Temple ahead, but that's only gonna matter right now if it's AD.
Mm-hmm.
Because Spirit was not helpful.
Especially with that Zortnik.
Yeah, AD is Epona's, Market's foolish, no clue on HBA. And happy 2 hours, everyone, as Flouflouche gets its 50th skull. Wahoo! Yeah, high-fiving in this grotto of all places. I think that was skull 45 for Mario?
Yep. And see what's on 30, because...
Yeah, because we never got that hint. That's the bow on 50. And that's a bloopy. Alright.
Good to know.
Thanks. Goal 46 for Mario.
I believe that's actually 47.
I think it might have been 47, I apparently can't count.
He's going to DC next, I think.
Makes sense. Right, adult shooting gallery. If that had been second bow on 30, I would have been laughing.
I'm getting a quick check
It's not
here.
Yep, not night anymore for Mario. It was just barely night. Yes, Rizzler. Hi there. Yeah, first bow 150. Nice heart, nice. Honestly,
They really just need Dinted the Boomerang.
And we're gonna figure out where Ring is once we see Forest Temple, for the rest of it at least. I might say that Mario's also a little bit ahead in Forest, but Lou can do it a bit more efficiently with bow in hand. So they're close. If Ring is in the back of Forest, then they're pretty even, I think. Otherwise, if it's Mirror or Lens in Forest, then Mario's ahead because he already done much of Spirit. And they would have to hike out to Requiem, but if that were the case, because Hagrid clauses, because Requiem is behind that ring.
Looks like Mr. Mario's heading straight to the back. Nope. Never mind.
Zero Skull.
Yep. It is faster, admittedly.
You know, the scene's gone weird when we've seen the Adult Fountain Skull, we've seen both of them double dip DC, and we saw them both high five in the grotto by that. You know, it's been a scene for skulls. We've seen some unusual ones. We even saw the water basement skull.
That's 50.
Alright.
Mr. Mario.
Just 3 minutes behind the Flouflouche here.
Mr. Mario already pushed in those blocks because he knew he'd be coming back.
Flu just never came up here at all. He didn't bother going for bow chest.
Yep.
So they're gonna be pretty even here in Forest, because by the time Mario gets in, because Mario's done much of this already, so he's not gonna be far behind once he gets back in here, and Mario does have something of an execution advantage.
Indeed.
If we don't end up finding either of the other bows, I'm going to ask Trez to look up the locations of the other two bows, because I want to know.
Ooh, that's a big item on Boss Key Chest.
Ooh.
Strength 3!
Strength 3! That's not it! Because OGC's foolish. Thanks, game! Yeah, OGC's foolish and we already have lights. We do not need that. String 3. Alright, and that's been it for Mario. Although Tress is now offline in Discord, we might not be able to find out where those other two bows are. Because it is, after all, midnight for him now.
Yep.
Yeah, double forest, everyone. Until either they find a ring or until they finished it.
Mr. Mario could just peek that chest here.
Nice shot. This is a pretty good Sonic and Forest, yeah.
Agreed. That's the best way to make Forest a little more exciting. Double Forest.
Yeah, it's interesting music. Flupo is not it. The hunt continues as Mario gets his strength 3. Actually getting to use those fire arrows now they finally got the bow.
Yep.
Shout out to the fire arrows being one of the earliest things he found, and them just not having the ability to use it for 2 hours. We have not seen Boss Key, no. That's a good point, Purple. Because, well, it's right there, in fact. Now we have it.
There's Basement and Phantom Ganon to see.
You can use fire arrows on those paintings, as Flouflouche just did. It doesn't do anything extra, but you can.
And if this is AD, then Mr. Mario definitely has a bit of an edge here with that Spirit Temple.
Yeah, he does. If it's just Dins or Rang, then they're close. Nice green Poe fight for Flu. Mirror would enforce would tell us, yeah. If Lens is the only thing enforced, that would also tell us because Lens only locks Spirit access.
Yep.
Well, AD or effectively AD, because at this point, if it's a Lens on the, or if it's a Rang on the for Armos chest or the top of Spirit, that's basically AD, even if it's not for the song, because well. Thanks for making me going all the way to the end of Forest and then go to the end of Spirit. I mean, Purple Lens could still be the only thing in here, and then Mirror Shields and Fire and Hammer Chest or something, and that would do it. We saw 4 keys in Spirit. I don't know if there was a 5th on the hand.
None of the hands had keys.
Okay. We saw 4 Purple. There were 2 in Child Climb. I miscounted at one point. There were 2 on Child Climb, 1 on Compass, 1 on the Northeast Ledge in the main room. I think. Might be wrong. Actually, it might have been just the 1. Might have been just 3. We don't know what the Firelock checks are. Okay, yeah, just 1 in Child Climb and I'm a doof. So we saw 3 keys in Spirit. The only way for it to not be Child Locked, which aka Rang Locked, would be if both the other keys are Fire Locked, which is possible still. And Big Chest!
Whoa!
Is a Rang!
Never mind! It's the Rang! Crisis averted for now.
Yeah, Flouflouche is just gonna kill Phantom Ganon because he's right here anyway, and you might be Dibs.
Though we don't have anything for Bongo Bongo, so that Din's Fire is basically casino mode.
It is. It really is. And Mario's picking up time here in Forest. He was 3 minutes behind getting the bow, but he's not 3 minutes behind doing Purple Bow here. We have no Child Side of Spirit is now available because we have a Rang to get Requiem, wherever. If it's whether it's Burning Captivity, it's available now. You know, we did that prediction for Dins a full hour ago. And we're still missing it.
a different type of appetizing where it's a casino mode for Din's Fire.
Very nice one. Quick Phantom Cannon kill there for Flouflouche.
They've already fulfilled all their paths.
I guess for beating PG, I guess you're just right here already, why not? And it's just a bloopy. 212.26 blue warp for Flouflouche. We'll see if Mario goes for Phantom Cannon as well. He's only like a minute and a half to 2 minutes behind here. And Mario is continuing. Alright. Save quit for Flu, this is gonna be Jabu, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Right around 2 minutes behind.
Hell Knight, 50 skulls!
And that's the only bow that they found.
Yep, we never saw the other two. We might eventually see them, but there's no guarantees. At this rate, they're probably bow-locked. Now the only not bow-locked checks we have left are, chickens, deep fire, toilet.
Ouch!
Yikes!
Nice.
Phantom Cannon fights. There we go.
There we go.
Decent second half of the fight, but the first half was not going well for Mario. Alright. Flouflouche had the blue orb at 212.26, 214.32 or so. So that's about a 2 minute 5 second difference on the finishing forest here. Not too bad. Actually, might still be fairly even because Mario just gave a little time on Flubarty doing the bow chest. Not a ton, but a
Flouflouche
little.
already did Zora's River checks as child, whereas Mario didn't.
Mario did the checks as adult, but he might want to do Frogs 1 on the way up. I forget it. No, I think he did.
No, he did
already.
Frogs. He just
Yeah, okay,
didn't
I
do
think they're
domain
pretty-
checks as child.
Oh wait, domain, not river. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, Mario might end up doing domain checks after Jabu here. Those are almost the only child checks left in the game, really. Or some of the only checks left in the game, really, are domain checks for Mario. There's not much left. So I'd expect he does those after Jabu, not before Jabu, because if you do domain checks then Jabu and find Dins and Jabu, then you feel like a doof. But after Jabu would make sense, just so you don't leave those behind for good. Alright. Do we think Dins is in here?
It's possible, though it could also be in Spirit Temple.
Could be here, could be in Spirit, could be in Fire, could be on HBA, could be Bowlocked in GTG. I am curious to see if we find another bow once we finish this seed out as well.
Ooh.
Mario actually trying to buy a fish, but doesn't have money for a little. Good thought, but not going to work out.
So he might be just rushing those. Rushing before, that. But first he has to get a stick. Because he was pretty low on them.
Alright, that's nothing there. Bullock mode, this Spirit BK chest would be hilarious, Purples. Because even though absolutely no one does this unless it's one hit KO RSL, basically, the Spirit Boss Key chest is technically Bullock. You're supposed to, I think, blow a door somewhere, shoot an ice switch, which spawns some platforms, to then hit the switch like above these chests to despawn the fire ring. No one actually does that.
Oh, Bowser's Inside Story music, the final boss theme. It's so perfect for this. Except rather than being inside of a giant turtle, we're inside of a whale. But we're fighting something inside of it. In this case, it's like a giant parasitic jellyfish. Yeah, a whale. You see the fluke? It doesn't have like the that tail. It's got like a fluke. That's what Jabu is.
Nice slingshot in Jabu. It is bowed to platform to hit a switch. I don't remember if said switch's hammer is a rusty switch or not, but it is bowed to spawn a platform world.
Oh!
Oh, that feels bad. Has to backtrack for Rudo, that's gonna cost time.
Yeah, I hate those bubbles at times.
Yeah, that's costing Mario time here. That feels really bad. It's keeping this race close. I mean, to be fair, we still don't have the slightest idea where Dins is, so...
Yes. You got the right idea, Speed Racer. And just to make sure that they're no longer a bother to him.
Alright, Formless Medallion for Flouflouche showing up there on the screen. He'll soon be picking up the Formless Medallion for Actuality soon. Sadly, there was nothing super... There was not a bow on Rank Chest. I would have died laughing if it was.
Oh god, he fell again.
Oh no, Mario.
Cows will always be milk dealers in Legend of Zelda games. There we go. Just see what Baronade has. And then we'll be on a casino for Din's Fire. Unless...
It's right here. I think for Flouflouche, you go Spirit next for the density? I don't know. Where does Mario go after this?
That is a very good
doing those main checks. Because he's done Spirit, like he's not going back there until he gets his Mirror Shield. Basically at this point.
Child Spirit is still a good option.
Yeah, you have to go back Child again, so which is kind of a pain.
True. There's also Fire Temple.
Fire might be the densest play for Mario right now, as dumb as that sounds.
Yup.
Kevin just dins. Unfortunately, it's dins. The one dungeon we didn't get a path hit for is the one we have as our last.
And the one that's casino mode for now.
Yeah.
Yes. We are basically a shocked Pikachu face now.
It could be HBA. There's nothing saying that Dins can't be there.
It's a very good possibility.
I mean, there's only so many checks available in the game, period. Water is foolish. We obviously can't get into Shadow. We've seen all of the other dungeons besides Spirit. We have Child Spirit, the Firelock checks in the very top of Spirit. We have pretty much all of Fire Temple. A handful of very random overall checks like chickens. There's Requiem on Prelude, so...
And there's also the toilet and bowlock checks in GTG.
There's those. That's honestly about the list right now. There's a lot of stuff on the way to 50 skulls. This is worse for Flouflouche.
Yep. I think it's GTG.
I think they both said it in GTG, which would make sense.
Yep.
Boomerang was in the Forest Temple basement, Celestial.
Boomerang, yeah, it was in the basement chest of Forest Temple. Both very smooth Baronade fights today.
Yep. Oh yeah, Flouflouche didn't do all of GT Shields. He was here, so he's doing left side. So he's doing all first now.
Yep.
Giving him a bit of a runaround.
We can void out for that, for the eye statue, I believe.
Yes.
He's doing Zora's domain checks first.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we'll get to see what's on the eye statue chest after this.
They saw the pier chest while they were doing hidden ceiling, but I have no idea what it was. Here's just a small chest. Okay, thanks, Purple.
Ooh.
And
That's a big chest.
It is
Double magic.
Okay, Gabe. Okay.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Alright, speedy pull, people. Where do you think this Dins is? The options are Deep Fire, the Top of Spirit, HBA, and somewhere else.
This looks like a Haunted Wasteland chest play.
and Colossus Fairy.
Yep.
Lobby chests were utterly not memorable, Purple.
Still, that's a really good play from Mr. Mario for the diving minigame. Although he's super weak right now.
Yeah, the pose is not in Market's Foolish Blast deck. Yeah, someplace else covers things like Wasteland, Chickens, and probably something else I'm currently forgetting because there's always something that I forget.
Looks like Flouflouche is going to be doing the same checks as Mr. Mario, aside from being able to do the magic lock checks now.
Yep. Alright, Mario playing Serenade. I guess that is his fastest way back adult, come to think of it. Really the burning cack. Yeah, for the quick poll, let's see where that Dins is, because, well, we're still looking for Dins. More than an hour and a half after we opened that originally, we're still looking for Dins.
Yep.
It's not on the arch, I'm not sure what that is, but it's not Dins. And looked like a Neighbor's Love, maybe. Mario is not necessarily behind. It depends if Spirit's required, because he's done most of Spirit Temple, and Flouflouche is going through it now, but it's going to be a little behind on that front. Yeah, Mario's done a lot of Spirit, and so is ahead on that front. Okay, Deep Fire and HBA are tied for that Dins. Lol.
Rather unsurprising, to be honest.
Yeah, I was one of only 2 people to pick Top of Spirit, and 4 people said someplace else. Okay. Oh, Composer
Burning
Composer
Cack.
Grave Chest was that? No, that was not it. Yeah, Burning Cack for Prelude, it looks like. Because, yeah, Composer Grave Chest was intended to be the Goron Tunic, so that ain't it. I was gonna say, is he going for that? But no.
And you know they're the kinds of players who take huge risks. Even when they're being thorough.
Flouflouche at least can save a smidge of time on Mario by not getting all the skulls in Spirit, because Mario got all the skulls in Spirit. But other than Flouflouche did some more inefficient skulls, so it probably evens out fairly well. But in terms of current who's ahead situations, that helps with Flu. I like that shade of blue here for Mario. On that Sora tunic.
Yeah.
Not quite the vanilla Sora tunic color, it's a little bit different, I think, and I like it.
It's slightly darker. It looks better.
Where's Mirror Shield? We have no idea. Serious Graz, we are Dins from Go mode. We have no idea where it is. It is not there. That was also one of the other someplace else options for that poll.
And that's buying a tunic.
That tells me Mario's going fire, which makes sense. It's the most check-dense location he has. Although he might, I think he's going for GTG checks first because this is a Furor's play.
Yep.
Flouflouche doesn't have arrows to do the fire lock checks in Spirit, I just noticed.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get some fairly soon.
There's no reason why it can't be HBA, that I can tell at least.
He's gonna be getting his second magic.
That was hinted to be a Goron tunic, imaginary oranges in the Composer Grave, so that ain't it. Oh, Mirror can't be HBA, that's correct. Dins can, but Mirror can't.
And now where does Mr. Mario go after he does the lobby chests?
That's a really good question. Mirror could well be on check-ins, August.
Yep.
Check-ins and Wasteland are basically the two main things on the someplace else option of the poll list to where Dins is.
Honestly, I think it would be even more interesting if, the number of chickens you needed to get were randomized in standard. Because then you'd have to ask Andrew every single time. Yeah, it's a toilet play. That explains why you put on the tunic.
Hey Rock Talk, welcome into... We're at a Dins Casino, and our first and apparently only bow, unless it was in fire or on chickens, basically. Looks like our first and only bow was on 50 skulls. We're not finding out where the other two bows are either, because Trez is offline and I'm not waking him up to ask where the other bows are. Flouflouche gonna look for arrows here on these rocks. I don't know if there are any.
I don't believe so. I know that they're bombs.
As we just noted. Yep. Does anyone know where Flu can't get arrows? Because this feels really bad.
You might as well just buy them.
Yeah, but then he has to come back. This feels bad any which way, though.
Yep.
This is Fire Force. Mario.
Ouch, he's just getting bullied. There's his arrows as he's all hard. And with trying to chase off the worst enemies in the game.
Yeah. The Scrubs might sell arrows? They might. I actually have no idea what the Scrubs spell in this Colossus Grotto.
I thought they sold, like, potions.
They might. I don't have the slightest.
Yep, it's pretty much the green and red potions. Though I think the ones that sell, like, arrows for the bow... I think there might be one in DC.
Alright.
That's a key. Spirit was magic locked, confirmed.
Yep. Not going for sunblock? Guess gonna head for the other side first. Okay.
Yeah, gonna check what's on BK.
I mean, I guess it is the faster of the two checks, to be fair. Yeah, map just is logical key number 3, so 4 armors could be our 5th key, or 6. We are indeed the Din's Fire.
That's the big. No.
Ooh. And there it is.
Well, it looks like it's Flouflouche's game to lose now.
That is an AD for item seed.
Yep.
Oops AD and oops 50 skulls. You're welcome, chat. Yeah, way of the Hero Fire era. I think at this point you might as well call it AD. Spirit Boss Key Chest is pretty darn tight, and so is the 4th basement.
So, Spirit Temple Boss Key Chest had Din's Fire, which is also locked behind the bow and 5 keys in Spirit. And we've only found 4 of them.
Yeah, that's the worst part for Mario, is he could have absolutely gotten that Din's while he was in Spirit. He didn't, and, well, here we are. If he had done it, he would have won this race by a fair bit.
Yep.
And, on a side note, fire's still locked. Yeah, it's really slow and seriously out of logic for him at that point, but he was so close. Mario did everything that he could besides the boss key chest. So he couldn't do Child Spirit, obviously. He didn't do the mirror lock checks because we never did see that mirror. He didn't do the fire lock checks, and he didn't do the BK chest. Did the hands, yeah.
And Flouflouche's next opponent will be whoever wins between What the Hell's Happened and Narcotic.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good matchup.
Oh yeah. It looks like Mr. Mario's going for a pixel shot here.
Didn't he sip here? I don't actually remember.
Nope.
Oh, here we go then. Guess he did have the beam for Link, to be fair.
There we go. It's a lot of big-chested Shadow. But we'll never get to see them.
Nope, because Flouflouche is on the move. He has no idea where Mario is. For all he knows, Mario is ahead of him in Shadow, and he does not have the time to spend to open big chests.
Indeed. Yeah, most likely full of bows.
Probably, because that's how the seed apparently is gone.
Alright, actually I need to go resolve that finally, an hour, nearly 2 hours after we did it.
Yep.
So... that was Spirit Boss Key Chest.
Even more big chests.
Okay, so as it turns out, absolutely nobody bet Deep Spirit, or anywhere in Spirit at all for that matter.
Oof.
The option, so it wasn't 30 Skulls, it wasn't Deep Fire, it wasn't Water, it wasn't Vanilla, it certainly wasn't Termina, it wasn't Chickens. It does in fact exist, it's not Baronade, it wasn't, it's still in the game, it's not either Tablet Engine or Cafe. It was in fact in a chest, so that was actually a pretty good hit with Funzo. It was not in fact another castle, it wasn't on HBA. In other words, nobody wins, so there we go. As the person who rolled the seed, I win.
Oh my goodness, how many... It's like half of the big chests in the game are in Shadow Temple.
Yep.
Must be all the bows.
Apparently, because
And the Lens of Truth and the Mirror Shield, because I can't think of anything else that could be in there. We got Stone of Agony. Could also be Neighbor's Love.
we're missing... Okay, so, well, let's see what major items didn't mark off on the sheet. The 2 remaining bows, the second wallet, the last bottle, the mirror shield, double defense, net lens of truth, neighbor's love. The BGS never showed up either. Ice arrows never turned up as well, I don't think, so there's that to add to the list. There's quite a few, actually.
Oh god.
And heart containers are not in large chests, only double defense is. It's actually quite a few major items we never saw, lol. Oh my goodness. They opened some big chests early, Shadow Warrior, looking for things like bomb chews and mostly bomb chews. Also, they do tend to like open a couple just small chests just early, just in case you find like heart or 2. But once you start getting into the seed, really, most runners don't tend to bother. And fire was a bust for Mario. I don't think there was a single major item in here. That feels bad. This is probably Child Spirit, if I had to guess.
Yep, it's definitely a child spirit, and he will probably scum it if there's nothing.
Probably.
Though Flouflouche is basically a Shadow Temple ahead now.
Yeah, this is too far behind for Mario to make it up. And also, even though they don't open small chests for most of the seed, they do still get like a couple heart pieces from like non-chest checks, so things like Anju, for instance. Dave in SD, Denz was in the Spirit Boss Key chest.
Dins was on the Spirit... Yeah, it was the Spirit Temple Boss Key chest, which is technically bow-locked.
Yeah. That just feels bad, honestly. For poor Mario to lose everything. I totally get not going for that big Lasky chest. He was there for the first time in Spirit. It doesn't feel good though. No small keys on Child, I don't think, or at least Mario's not going for either chest. I'm also kind of blind at times. So he's out of here. This is probably a chicken's play.
Yes.
Which makes sense, but this ain't it. If this is a bow after all this everything, I'm gonna laugh.
Because it's something they could have had, like, like, almost 2 hours ago.
Oh, they could have had that a long time ago with those chickens. Hey Magnus, Spirit Boss key chest.
Oh, right, I should probably get the, roll call going. There we go.
Yep. Alright. Spirit Santa Temple, of course it's not go-bootable with a small key in the back there. Oh, alright, and that's Bongo down for Flouflouche. Just has Ganon's castle left, and then that will be that.
Yep.
Never actually picked up Prelude, but that's not an issue, and Andrew's Chicken is just a heart piece. Gonna reset. I think that's a saves come back to adult.
Yep.
And Bongo has a vanilla heart container.
Indeed.
And here's Mario going back for the Spirit. So he will at least get Dins before Flouflouche finishes. Still feels bad though.
Yep. He's gonna hurt when he sees that Dins. Because that's something he could have had, he actually could have had that much sooner.
Yeah, he could have.
And once he found that boomerang, he would have just immediately dipped out.
Yeah. Alright, and yep, that was a small key on Sunblock, so Spirit was very much fire locked, logically.
Yep.
Good seed, game. Good seed. Yeah, 2 items in Child Spirit, neither of which were a big chest, because Mario didn't bother getting either, so good times. Flouflouche down to 7 arrows, but he doesn't need more than that, so he's fine.
Indeed, it's not required at all.
Nope. Logic does not assume you have to be able to get the sunblock key, but... Well, okay, so the logic behind this magic and sunblock, the map and sunblock room chests. If there's a key on either of them, then you are logically required to get magic because the game assumes you're an idiot and opens every other door besides except for the one on Child's side first, so you get yourself locked out from climbing as Child.
Salt and pepper have been dispatched.
Nicely done. And logic does not know where the placement of strengths are when it places those keys, so it doesn't matter if the weapon sunblock lock strength 2, it is still going to be fire locked. So I once rolled a seed back during the days of Scrub Season 2 even, where seed rank during the days of Scrub Season 2 where fire arrows were wave the hero in field to get logical strength 2 from the map chest with a key and sunblock. To then go to adult spirit to get Din's fire at the very top in the boss key chest. That took some explaining.
This music perfectly sums up the seed.
Ow?
Because it was like a wild roller coaster ride.
Yes, that it was. No segue, it's a bit more complicated than that. Nice door fight for Flu. Yeah, you've more or less got it. Segue, basically for start key logic. Oh, hey, dears.
Well, Flouflouche is past phase 1. We'll be getting some bacon fairly soon.
Yep.
And down goes the pig. Get your GGs in chat. For Flouflouche, he'll be advancing to winner's bracket round 4.
Yeah, GG's to Flouflouche. Finishing up with an official time of 2:57:30. GG's.
GG's.
And Mario has understandably called it quits.
Yep.
We switch over to the interview scene and get these two in to VC. Hey Mario, bonjour Flouflouche, GG.
Yo, GG's.
Sorry.
Flouflouche, your mic's muted. There we go.
Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, thank you, GG's Mario, and yeah, you were quite unlucky, sadly.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens, yeah.
But then again, if Dins was anywhere else, I think you would still win because you got to 50 first. But who knows?
Yeah, who knows, yeah. But yeah, that didn't was quite gross to find. But
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
very far.
Especially with all those path hints not leading to Bongo Bongo.
Yeah, no single
No.
one, indeed.
Nope. Instead, you got Kokiri Surge, Bomb Bag, neither of which are really that helpful.
You got
Yeah, all we needed was a spirit path to Bongo. Then the seed would be free.
Yeah. Yeah, three of your path hints were useless. Kokiri Sword, Bomb Bag, and Hammer. Storm's
Yeah,
a big
that was.
hurdle.
Yeah, the hints were not that strong today, but
No, the forest path to Baradade was good. The other four
Yeah,
path
of course,
hints
yeah,
not
of course.
much. Because, like, okay, sure, Storm's his path to Morpha, but you guys are running out of checks anyhow by the time you got to the well, so that wasn't saying much.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it has both hookshots and irons. That was funny.
For a foolish
for
water
all the-
temple.
sorry.
For a foolish water temple.
Yeah,
that was
yep.
nice.
And long shot of all for water. That's crazy. And I was afraid because I delayed so much the well. I was very thorough in child. And as I saw, there was too many items in that, in that place. I gambled. I gambled this 50 skulls likewise. Directly, because
Yeah.
I had bugs. I had some skull from bugs, especially the valley bean, and so yeah, I needed to gamble a little bit, I think.
Yeah, both of you went. Flouflouche, you definitely went for skulls a bit harder.
Yeah.
So you guys ended up being really close and getting your 50th skull. Flouflouche got his at basically 2 hours flat. Mario, you got about 3 minutes later. Like, you guys are in this grotto by Cac at the same time.
Yeah,
Getting your 50th and 45th skulls.
it's a nice move.
46th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 46, sorry. But yeah, like, you guys are, that was how close you guys are on skulls, so it was only
I know that. So
you guys
when
both double dipped DC to get a couple extra skulls.
yeah,
Flouflouche
I did.
did.
Just the two
Flouflouche
quick ones. I know the other ones would be too slow to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then in water I took time to get 2 skulls.
I was going to
which
say, you got the
did more in
basement
water.
skull. Yeah, basement
Wow.
skull and the skull by Boss Key.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I
That
just
was
left
so
after the
long.
Bosky.
Yeah.
I was counting just to end mine 50 skulls like optimally, but yeah, that was
Yeah, I was wondering
It's
why
a
you
bit
got
slow.
those, not like the tree skull, for instance, and like.
mhm.
But you both got 250. Never saw the other 2 bows. There were a zillion big chests in Shadow, so there was probably at
Probably
least
Shadow.
one in there.
Yeah, I just want to know. Yeah, I think we should come back to it.
If one of you
I
wants to
haven't
go back to
reset,
Shadow,
actually.
you could
Imagine
continue.
Mario. If you had that Inspire, you didn't have to get the 50 skulls in the end.
I
Maybe.
know, yeah.
That would be so.
something.
Oh gosh.
I was half waiting for 30 skulls to be another bow just for the giggles, because neither of you got 30 and 50 at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never saw the actual hint for 30. It was probably back lake or something.
Blue ruby or
Yeah,
a refill, one of the two.
Hmm.
Yeah, now I'm curious where that bow was, because Trez is offline. He's sleeping for a change, so we are not getting an answer as to the bow locations from him.
I could have
Because if
completely.
the bow in Shadow would make sense because Din's was locked by fire arrow. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because there's
I
no
think
like
the-
hints or anything.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think so. But I think when I got to forest first trip,
Mm-hmm.
of course he didn't have the bow, and there was so much small keys.
Oh
I
yeah.
know,
It-
right?
The only check that could have been the boomerang was the bow chest in the end, but
I actually went all the way to that without the bow.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to, and I didn't have magic, so
I didn't have magic either. It was just a
Yeah.
gamble that I did.
I didn't want to deviate. I wanted to rush forest because maybe.
Yeah. I did fire and then forest before going to water, just because water, like,
Mhm.
it could have a chance of needing bow anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay,
also
okay.
didn't. He also didn't have the water foolish, and I don't think when you went there
No.
first, Mario.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That
But
didn't stop me
yeah.
from leaving immediately though.
I mean, he didn't have a bow or much of, so it would make sense to skip out because there's a lot of bow lock stuff in there.
yes. Oh well. And so the boomerang was likely to be bow locked, so that was more comfy for me to get the 50
Mhm.
skulls.
Yeah, that was quite something. We were wondering how hard you guys would end up going for that bow, but I think that boomerang not showing up in forest meant you guys just went all the way. You guys just went the skulls harder because you had to get that
Yeah.
earlier. Because
I
like
mean, I still
theoretically,
didn't
with
use
this,
the soil patches
yeah,
because I'd rather to keep the blue fire so that I could just do
Yeah,
explore
dude.
before Ice Cavern.
Likewise, and then I got another one in lake, like fishing. That was so.
Oh, you got the one in domain first.
Domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was in domain.
Yeah.
yeah. Flouflouche Mario skipped domain until after Jabu,
Yeah.
so that happened. But yeah, this was a lot of interesting things. This wasn't technically hard AD, and we'll never know if that was your only by 150. I don't know if. I'm not sure if we'll ever know if that was your only by 150. But certainly was an oops AD, oops 50 skulls seed, basically, considering I do pretty much all of Forest and all of Spirit.
Yeah.
And if there was an available bow, you guys did not find it.
Pretty much.
Because the only one of the few other checks left was Wasteland. Not Wasteland,
Yeah.
Chickens, Flouflouche, and Mario did that for a heart piece.
Okay. I don't like chickens.
Child Spirit was 2 small chests. We never saw Wasteland.
Yeah, Wasteland was the only thing that I had after Din's.
It could have been if 50 was the only bow, there could have been one in water in a couple places, but those would have been pretty much hard bow locks, so that's not saying much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was not much left for bows. They might be in Ganon's.
Ganon's, yeah.
Yeah. Just pretty trolly bows. I'm sorry about that, Dins, for you, Mario. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another bow. It's a big chest in the crusher room in Shadow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess technically you didn't have to do 50 skull.
Yeah. But whatever, it gets us stronger to root skulls. So
yeah.
You have to really gamble, and I think in this seed to decide to skip 50 completely, especially because you guys were like a Bo, Rang, and Jins from Go mode, like a sub hour or something like that. It was pretty stupid. Like we had a bet going for Dins sub hour because
it was Dins from no mode at that point, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And it took us
the casino starts.
Yeah, it took us 2.5 hours to resolve that bet, and nobody won because nobody bet Spirit. Because there was just so much time. Like there was a lot left at the hour mark when we opened the bet. And then nope, just Deep Spirit.
Yep. Everything else was pretty straightforward. That hammer behind the strength 2 was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I got it like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
And then I got the Volvaja path int, and I knew I had to do the fire just around.
Yeah, I didn't
you did
fire that early, but...
Yeah, and there was a rupee in the crate. Not pretending to buy a ground tunic, so that was very convenient.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, that makes sense. I was wondering why you picked up the gold rupee in the wall now that I think about it, but that... Yeah.
I was so glad, to find the hint.
I don't have hookshot or bow, so there's a good chance that I might not even be able to do it anyways.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
That made sense. Flouflouche Mario went fight back to fire after Shabu basically found that it was bow locked and there was nothing of interest.
Okay.
I don't think there was a single big chest in there, but it was bow locked. So. Yeah, that might be about it.
I think that's all I have. Good luck on your next match, Flouflouche.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go look up who your next opponents
Good luck on all those
are.
brackets.
I think it's the winner of What the Hell's a Narcotic that you're playing.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, you get the winner of What the Hell's a Narcotic, Flouflouche, and Mario. I am looking up your next opponent now. Let's see, this was match 95.
The winner between Alfalfa and Gogeta.
Correct. So, any thoughts on your potential opponents?
Me, I just... As I'm staying in winner brackets, I want to get the winner of season 4. Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. In winner brackets, I want to face the people who seem favorite of the matchup. So what's the value?
Yeah.
But Narcotics seems dangerous too because it's just going far, and I don't know. But I don't know much about him. Yeah.
Either way, you're getting a very exciting race.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
And Alfalfa and Gogeta are also pretty good opponents for you, Mario.
Oh yeah. Nothing to scoff about.
Yeah, there's tough matchups coming up ahead.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone's too good.
Everyone which is still in tournament is good, yeah, too good.
Yeah, competitive rackets this year, so good luck to you both.
Thank you so much.
Peace again. Thanks for the stream.
Yep.
As well.
Guys.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's do some shoutouts here, and I'll take us out. So shoutouts to our runners, Mr. Mario and Flouflouche. Give them both a follow. Excellent runners here. Playing both standard, and also I'm sure we'll probably see you guys in the Random Settings League coming up soon too.
I want to join that too.
Shoutouts also to my co-com Lee and to our trackers Jenny Bees and Artificial Red, as well as to our restreamer VXR. Merci beaucoup, Casey Nacro et Ryukan pour la restream française. And thanks to everyone in chat for watching. Let's see, coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, we have right now over on CSR Main, they're about an hour or so into the NA Weekly race, so we'll be rating them here in a moment. We also have tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the Majora's Mask Randomizer Co-op Tournament Season 1 Round 2 between Majora's Masks versus Double Pega Hands. Tomorrow we have the EU Weekly at 9 a.m. Eastern, Sponge vs. Just Sam at 11:20 Eastern for Season 5. That'll be Winners Round 3. We've got the Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly Race, Cola and Barrel at What the Hell's a Narcotic will also be playing tomorrow, along with a couple others, and then plenty more races throughout the week. That'll be it for us. Any last words, Lee?
Not I can think of at the top of my head, but I'm definitely going to be looking forward to a lot more matches within the next coming days, including the MMR race.
Yep. And thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Let's go see how that weekly is doing. Hopefully the seed's a little bit better than this.
Yeah.